It's me, Ian, and we're back to school for a new term. It's help. My supply teacher is still magic. You could say it's help.
My supply teacher is magic too.
Dude, where's my real teacher?
Once again, we've swapped regular teachers with magicians. And because you know them, we've disguised them. We've filmed the results with special cameras hidden in the classrooms, yeah. We are cheekier than a hamster with its cheeks full of nuts. We're also showing you loads of other great tricks. Tricks like this.
James has the magical skills to print the dollar bills. But this expensive-looking trick's a real snip.
If we just put the...
For John's interactive illusion, you will need a pack of cards and a marker pen. Plus, you've been sending in clips of all your best magic tricks. And later on, I will be picking my favourite. The wannabe wizards are gonna be great. But first...
Do you think you'd be able to tell if your teacher started doing magic? Do you?
This is James. Check out his magic. Check out his check shirt. The disguise is on. Hop, skip and jump to it, James. And sort your tie out. They're waiting for you. Enter year 5. They don't know it yet, but James is about to give them a lesson about currency with a trick that's so on the money. So far, none of them have noticed the cameras hidden in the classroom or recognised James as our magician. But they're about to have a money printing lesson that will leave its mark.
Good morning, class. I am an historian. And today, we're going to do a special lesson on the history of money. Now, money, as we know it, has been around for 3,000 years.
Bit of real history there.
Now, I brought with me today something very, very special for you to see. This is a money printer from Germany that was invented about 150 years ago. I've restored this back to its original working condition. I've also added a few little things in that just brings it up to date a little bit. Would you like to see it work? Yes. Okay, good. It consists of just 2 rollers. So I've got a roller here on the top and I've got a roller on the bottom. And if I turn the handle, the rollers turn, and that's where the ink is stored. Now, I've also got a few other things we can use. I've got this little cog on the front, which has numbers on it, so I can print different amounts. And I've also got these little keys, so I can do different currencies. So I've got a British flag, so I can print British money. Or I've got a euro, so that's the European symbol. I can print euros. Or I can even print, who knows what that is? American. I can print American dollars.
This trick coming up is worth every penny.
So how about we put the key in for Britain? And we set this to 5, so we'll go for £5. So I take my paper, which is completely blank, and if I put it in the machine and turn the handle, then the other side, you'll see out comes a £5 note.
They like this cash trick, and the magic's barely registered yet.
Isn't that fantastic? Unfortunately, I have to take all these back to the museum with me later. Sorry about that. But this is a £5 note. It's got a serial number on it and everything. So, why don't we try some European money? Should we try some European money? Okay, great. So we put the European key in, and this time, let's try 10 euros. If we just turn the machine like this.
They can't take their eyes off the printer. Lucky they can't see the small print that says it's magic.
We should get a 10 euro note.
It's real money, but it's not a real printer. The class love it, and now James is going to have some more fun.
When you're using the machine, you have to be careful that you load the money in the correct way, because if it's not in the right way, then it comes out a bit weird. So we'll do a €5. Do a €5. So look, if I put the paper in just slightly off-center, when it comes out the other side, it's actually been misprinted. You can see that's been printed incorrectly. The other thing you must always do is make sure you use the right paper. Now, who knows what that is? It's newspaper. Shall we try dollar? Should we do some dollars? Okay, so let's change the key to the little American flag. And we'll go for nothing too high. We'll go $20. So we change that to $20. So let's see how that turns out for us. Put this in. Let's see, it goes in one side and comes out the other one, printed, but you can see it's being printed on the newspaper.
I'd buy that trick for $1.
Let's try that again. We'll leave it as American and 20, but this time we'll use the correct paper. Now, who's enjoying the lesson so far? Okay, great. Oh, just load this in. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, that's not good. It's printed on my tie.
Look, James's tie's got a $1 bill printed on it.
I don't think I can get it out, actually. Right, well, that's that ruined. Well, that's bad. There we go. We'll try this. So, let's try this. So, look, if we just cut there, then hopefully... There we go. Oh, it's a shame about the tie.
The class don't think it's a shame, and now James is going to tie the lesson up by telling them the truth.
I don't just go around different schools and talk about history. In fact, I am not a historian. I'm a magician. And you are all secretly being filmed on cameras there and here. To help my supply teacher's magic on CBBC. Give them away!
No wonder they're excited. James pulled off a sensational trick and he cut off his tie. Has it left the class tongue-tied?
I just thought it was a normal day in the classroom, but then it started to get odder and odder. I just saw a machine and I thought, oh, he's just brought this thing in. Oh, that's quite cool.
Not only was it cool, it was magic, because you can't print money like this.
A £5 note.
The newspaper one, I thought it was gonna come out fine, but it actually come out really funny.
You can see it's being
The
printed
$1 bill did
on
look funny, but it was even funnier when James got his tie stuck in the magic printer and had to cut it off.
Then hopefully...
It was really weird, but it was really good and I liked it.
An incredible trick, and the class had no idea James was a magician. How long would it take for you to shout? Later on, you'll see what happened when John went undercover at another school. His unhinged magic had the class on a piece of string. Right now, though, Fergus is drawing them in, up close and magical.
So, we've got a pen. I'd like you to have a look at the pen, and could you have a look at the cap? When you're happy they're regular, they're normal, nothing hiding inside there, that's a proper inspection. Are you happy?
Yeah.
Now, Cameron, your job is for you to watch very closely the cap. So watch, if I take the cap and squeeze, you'll see it actually goes. Now, it doesn't go very far, it just goes to the other side of the pen. Keep your eye on the cap and you'll see the very moment it vanishes. Watch. Did you see it go?
Yeah.
See, it vanishes. Again, it doesn't go very far, it just goes over here by my knee. Don't take your eyes off the cap. I want you to watch it very, very carefully. 1, 2, 3, and it's gone. Not the cap, the pen. The pen's gone, the pen's vanished.
God.
But look up here, behind my ear. Can you see?
Oh my God.
There. But what did I say before? Don't take your eyes off the cap, right? So watch the cap closely, and I'll take back the pen. 1, 2, 3. Now the cap's gone.
Is that a magic marker, Fergus?
Where was the pen before? Where did it appear before? Look at my ear now. But I need that, actually, because I need to put it back on the pen. Where'd the pen go? Who took the pen? Did you take the pen? Oh, no, sometimes it goes inside the cap. It actually goes inside, and if I reach in, I can pull it out.
Whoa, he pulled
So
the
now I've
whole
got the
pen out of the lid.
Have a look.
How did that get in there? That trick can be marked up amazing.
I don't know how he did it. And I don't know how the pen can go inside the cap.
It was amazing.
And from pens to pencils, it's Catherine's magical challenge and tricks of the trade. If you fancy yourself as a magician, here's a trick you can try on your mates. Catherine has got a piece of paper and an HB pencil. Catherine's going to show you how to make a normal grey HB pencil write any colour of the rainbow. Can you work out how to do it? Keep watching and you'll find out later in the show. It's going to be great.
Right now, we have something amazing for you. Have you got your deck of cards and a marker pen? This is the interactive illusion. This is a trick where you can take part at home. So come on, you need to pay close attention. So come over here a bit. A little bit. Yeah. Oh, lower your head a bit. I can see up your nose. Oh. You ready? Here's John.
You need to get the pen and cards ready now.
OK, take any 7 cards from your deck, any 7 at all, and give them a shuffle face down, like this. OK, now, turn over the whole packet and look at the card that ended up on the bottom. That will be your lucky card. And to remember the card, draw a large X all across its face, going from corner to corner. Now, we turn the whole packet face down, leaving our good luck card on the bottom. Spread the cards in a fan and take out any card except the bottom one, which is your good luck card, and turn that card face up and insert it in the exact centre of the packet, under 3 cards and above 3 cards. Close the fan and square the cards neatly. Cut the packet and complete the cut, just as if you were playing cards. Cut and complete once more. Now, we spread the cards between our hands, and without altering the order, we take the group of cards that is above the face-up card, and we put that group on the bottom. Take the card that is face-up on top. This card is a bad luck card, so we throw it away. Take the top card and put it on the bottom. We take the next card from the top and we throw it away, just like before. Take the top card and put it on the bottom. Let's mix the cards some more like this. Spread the cards in a fan, take the top card and insert it in the middle. It doesn't need to be the exact centre, just somewhere in the middle. Now, we take a card or 2 from the top and bury them also, more or less, in the middle. We take the card that all these shuffles have brought to the top and we throw it away. Move the top card to the bottom, take the next card from the top and throw it away. Reverse the order or leave them as they are. We take the card that ended up on top and throw it away. Move the top card to the bottom, we take the next card and throw it away. We have a single card left, but don't look at it because it's bad luck. Remember, some cut more cards, some less. Then we all shuffled several times. Some reversed their cards, some didn't. If we are still holding the good luck card in our hands, that would be incredible. Let's see. I got it. Did you?
That is incredible. Be prepared to be amazed again when James gets up close and magical.
Now, when you're a magician, you see lots of good tricks. You see some great tricks, but it's very rare that you see an absolutely amazing trick. And this is an amazing trick. Now, before we start, Uriah, if I can ask you to shuffle those cards. And if you could just take the box and just check that there's nothing special about it, there's no hidden doors or mirrors or anything like that? Great. If I could take those cards back. Oh, that's excellent shuffling there. And you're happy that they're all different and all shuffled? So you can see all the faces are different?
Yeah.
Yes?
Those cards are completely out of order.
Now, Uriah, you've got a very important job to do.
Yes.
Okay? What I'd like you to do is I'd like you to name or point to any one of those cards. You can have a diamond or a spade, anything you want. Which one? The 8 of spades?
No, the jack.
Jack of diamonds?
Yeah.
Uriah has chosen the Jack of Diamonds in James's deck.
If we take the cards and we place them in the card box like this. Oh. Now, before I do this, just check. There's nothing on my arms? Nothing extra apart from my watch? No?
No.
Nothing on this arm?
There's nothing up his sleeves.
And there's nothing above? Wave your hand above. Wave your hand above. And wave your hand below. Nothing above, nothing below.
And it's good to check the sides.
OK, check the sides as well. Be thorough. Would you like to check the sides as well?
I'm fine.
OK, great. Now, earlier on, I gave you a deck of cards to shuffle.
Yeah.
And you named any card. Now, do you remember the card you named?
Yes, the jack of diamonds.
The Jack of Diamonds. Now, that Jack of Diamonds is somewhere in the middle of this deck at the moment. But watch. I just take the deck and I slowly shake it like this, one card visibly rises from the middle of the deck.
It can't be, can it?
And that card is your Jack of Diamonds. You can take those, and you can take those.
How
and that.
did that happen? I'm shocked.
It is shocking. Shockingly good.
I think that trick was thrilling.
He put it in the box, and when he shook it, the car rised. And I never even knew magicians could do that trick.
Wow, well, the quantity of the magic is exhausting and the quality has been knee-trembling. In fact, made my knees nearly give way. So, I feel like I've earned a sit down, but before I do, let's have a look at what's coming up. It's all kinds of ridiculousness.
James gets up close and magical with a flash trick using disc drives. Catherine reveals the secret and tricks of the trade. Have you worked it out yet? And watch what happens when John goes undercover in another school. Will he fool the class, or will they realise their supply teacher is still magic?
Whew. Each week I'm bringing you another of my new favourite magic movers and shakers doing tricks in their own cribs, yards and front rooms. We call them the wannabe wizards. So I've got my comfy chair, I've got my computer thing to watch all the magic on, and I've got my comedy octopus slippers. Let's do this already.
We asked you to send in clips of yourself performing your best magic tricks. We received loads of clips from all over the country. Each week I'll be choosing a favourite wannabe wizard and showing them to you guys. My wannabe wizard this time is Ben from Stourbridge, and he's got a thirst for magic.
Okay, so here I have an ordinary bottle of cola. I'll take this and pour the remainders into the glass. So we have it. Now I'll take this bottle, place it into the bag. So we have the bottle, place it into the bag, wave my hand over the top, and it turns into the can. So I'll do it again. Place it into the bag, wave my hand over the top, and it turns back into the bottle.
You think you know how he's doing this trick, don't you? He's got both the can and the bottle in the bag, right?
I suppose it's not as trick as it.
Wrong! That trick was far from rubbish, wannabe wizard Ben. Now it's time for Catherine to reveal the secret and tricks of the trade. Catherine's going to show you how to make a normal grey HB pencil write any colour of the rainbow. Come on, have you worked it out? How many of you got it? Maybe you think it's by saying the magic words. Nah. How about by writing with the side of the pencil? Don't be silly. Is it an optical illusion? Come on. Ask your friend their favourite colour. If they say blue, simply write the word blue and you will be correct. If they say red, you would write red. Whatever colour they say, just write that. Do you get it? It's sneaky, but clever. Now you've all got something to show off with in the playground. Now James does some blue chip trickery up close and magical.
Have you guys got a computer at home?
Yeah.
Awesome. What do you like with your organisation? So do you keep everything in certain places, or you just kind of save it on the desktop and everywhere?
We keep it on file.
Really? I'm rubbish. All my desktop is just a wash of music and pictures and all kinds of stuff. But lately, because it's been getting on my nerves, I've taken to using these USB drives. Do you use these?
You know it?
Yeah, you've seen people use them. So on the red one, what I do is I store all my pictures, yeah, and on the black one, I store all my music.
Check it out. He has one red USB drive and one black one.
The problem arises when I leave the house in the morning and accidentally take the wrong one. So say if I take the black one, yeah, luckily, I'm a magician. So if I go 1, 2, 3, see they change places?
Whoa.
Which is pretty cool, right?
Oh.
Let's try that again. We'll get rid of the black one this time.
He's put the black one in his pocket.
Sorry, we'll get rid of the black one. We'll get rid of that one. Okay, tell you what, we'll get rid of the black one. Okay, this is getting annoying. We'll use the black one. We'll just use the black one, okay? So look, same thing, okay? I've got my sound files on here, but let's say, for example, I want my picture files instead, yeah? All I have to do is go 1, 2, 3,
Wow.
and they switch places.
Wow.
Yeah? Now, all of these have different sizes. This red one, that's about 4 gigabytes. That's quite big. Yeah, that's quite big. The black one, however, is a little bit bigger, the black one. The black one is actually 150 gigabytes, which is quite a bit bigger.
Amazing! He's stretched the memory and he's stretched their minds.
That was awesome. One of them was 4 megabytes, and then the other one was 100, and it was 2 times the size of the other one. It was amazing. It was impossible.
This is my memory stick. It reminds me when to take the dog for a walk. Fetch! It's not a very good memory stick. I don't have a dog. It must be someone else's.
It's time for more school magic, and now it's John pretending to be a supply teacher and trying to fool another class. The disguise is on. John's limbered up, sort of. Enter year 4. They don't know it yet, but John's about to do a physics lesson that's not physically possible. None of the class have noticed the hidden cameras or recognised John in his natty glasses. But how long will it be before they suspect his nutty lesson?
I'm not normally a teacher. I do teach, but I don't teach in schools. I'm actually a studying professor. Now, has anybody here heard of a man called Isaac Newton? Excellent. Now, Isaac Newton was a very, very famous scientist. It was Isaac Newton that discovered the theory of gravity, but he also discovered some very important laws about force and motion. Now, we're going to talk about Isaac Newton's third law of motion, which says, quite simply, that forces come in pairs. In other words, for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction.
Some proper physics there.
Imagine I'm stood on a skateboard, and I have a big, heavy ball in my hand, and I throw that heavy ball in that direction. What do you think will happen to me? Yes, I'll go backwards. That's right.
A good description and all factually correct. Some magic incoming, though.
It's the way that rockets work in space, because in space, rockets don't have anything to push against. What's happening is it's pushing a big force in one direction, and Newton's third law means that there is another force in the opposite direction moving the rocket across.
Do you think for one direction there's an equal and opposite band?
I can demonstrate that with one of these. Now, this is called a Newton's cradle. Has anybody seen one of these before? Very good. And it's called a Newton's cradle because it demonstrates some of Newton's laws. Watch, I can show you what I mean. I've got these little silver balls on strings, and if I drop one like this, watch what happens to the other side. Can you see that? Now, what's happening there is the energy's going that way and it's coming out in the opposite direction. And that would go on forever if it wasn't for friction that slowed it down and took up some of the energy.
The class are impressed. They've never had a 100-mile-an-hour teacher like John before.
That was one of the devices that Newton used to explain one of his laws, but he also came up with some interesting little experimental tools. He came up with these. Now, these are called Newton's sticks.
Newton never had sticks. These are magic sticks. Watch them closely.
And it's very simple. You've got 2 silver balls on string. But what happens is if I pull this silver ball, watch what happens to the other silver ball. The other one goes up, even though I'm not touching it.
OK, quite impressive, but the strings in those poles must be connected, right?
And it works the other way around. Watch.
I'm watching more closely this time.
Without touching this one, watch what happens. That ball goes up. Now, when Isaac Newton demonstrated this principle to the rest of the scientists, they were all convinced that these would join together in the middle. So he had to demonstrate the experiment again, but this time he separated them so they weren't touching each other. But still the same thing worked. If you pulled this one, that one went up in the air. And if you pulled this one, that one went up in the air.
There must be some connection at the back.
Now, of course, the scientists were very clever gentlemen. Even then, hundreds of years ago, they weren't stupid. They thought, well, maybe the strings are connected here. So Isaac Newton had to demonstrate the principle again, but this time, holding the sticks far apart.
Now this I have to see.
And even when he was holding them far apart, if he pulled this one, that one would go up in the air. And if he pulled this one, that one would go up in the air.
There's no way those poles are touching. How are the balls doing that?
And you could keep doing that because every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Now, there is one problem that Isaac Newton discovered. If you stop the equal and opposite reaction happening by holding both strings and pulling them down like that, now you have a problem. You see, there is nowhere for the energy to go. There's been a force, but there's been no equal and opposite reaction. And the only way to sort that out is by having an extra silver ball here. And watch what happens. If I pull this one, they all go up in the air.
No way! How does he do that? The third ball is definitely not connected.
How do you do that?
It's Newton's third law. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. It's either Newton's third law, or maybe I'm not really a teacher. Maybe I'm a magician.
What will their reaction be when they find out the truth?
And I've been sent here by your teachers and your family and your head teachers because you're going to be on a CBBC show called Help My Supply Teacher's Magic. And we've got a camera here, and a camera here, and there's a camera at the back.
John's trick with sticks stuck the course without the class guessing his secret. But how will it stick in their minds?
I was thinking, is this a joke or is it real or I don't know what's going on.
Yes, it was real. Real magic because those sticks weren't connected.
That one went up in the air.
He pulled it up out of his pocket and then the balls just went right up and it was like, I thought, how can you do that?
And watch what happens. If I pull this one...
John pulled the other one and the magic went to the top of the class.
He put them in separate hands and it was kind of surprising.
And we're so excited that we have to say this.
We're gonna be on TV! Sorry.
No need to apologise, it was an amazing trick and this class didn't realise...
Oh, John learned that trick from this book. I've been reading it too. I just can't put it down. Literally. We'll see you later on, but until then, if you're at school and you think something magical's occurring, maybe you'll find yourself shouting, "Help! My supply teacher's still magic!"